trainers, welcome back to Pokemon Deck Check. I would be Pokedad.
I'm the Dancing Bear.
And today at Pokemon TCG World's Meta Deck, we've got...
Meta Deck.
Hey. Or anti-meta deck, if you will.
That sounds a little better.
Alright, anywho. It's a World's deck list. Zachary Krekeler's Dark Box. We are, 99, 98% sure?
There's like 3 cards that we're unsure of.
And we'll go over those 3.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's get into the Pokies.
We're confident in the Pokies. It's 3 Sneasels, 2 Weavile GX, 1 other Weavile, 2 Poipo Naganadel, 2 Dedenne, 1 Darkrai, 1 Greninja, 1 Titar, 1 Hoopa, 1 Ditto, and finally 1 Darkrai.
Straight away,
We're positive on this one.
Yeah, I'd like to say that we were wrong, but we looked through the deck several times, right?
Mm-hmm.
There is just a 2-2 line of Naganadel. I could not believe it, right?
Another thing that we found surprising was the No Mysterious Treasure.
No Mysterious Treasure, instead opting for just 2 Ultra Space to get it done.
Yeah.
So, another thing I thought was interesting was just 2 Weavile GXs, not 3.
He might have thought that the Darkrai was a GX. Or the Weavile GX.
Yeah, the first time I was thinking Darkrai was the 3rd Weavile, because it has the red there and red here.
Until I pointed out the yellow part that says tag team.
Yeah, and then my argument was completely sunk. But, interesting, the Hoopa GX, right?
Very.
Not a bad starter in this deck, you know? Search your deck for some Pokemon or items that you need.
Yeah, the first attack is super good. Really good.
So, and, you know, there's nothing really threatening to knock it out on turn 1. You know, there's no Buzzwalls or anything like that floating around.
No,
so
there's basically no fighting.
So, pretty safe, right?
Yeah.
I think the most startling from this is the 2-2 Naganadel.
Yeah, that's the most surprising.
And we had always gone with 3-3 here and then more than likely a 3-3 here.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably the most interesting, at least for me, is the thin Weavile GX line and the thin Naganadel line.
I agree.
Because the whole concept of this version is to accelerate using B-String.
Yeah.
And if you only have 4 or even just 2-2, and then you discard it with Dedenne or something like that, and maybe the other one's prized.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it seems very, very risky. It doesn't seem... I mean, he's run hot. You know, the deck has run hot on day 1 and now day 2. So, I don't think he's going to make the top 8, but regardless, I mean, the deck has run hot, right?
It has.
So, that's it for the Poke line. Be sure and let us know in the comments if we're wrong on the 2-2 versus 3-3. But
we only saw a 2-2.
We did surgery on when he was spreading out the deck like 50 times.
Put in slow motion, everything.
Quarter speed.
4 of...
Custom catcher, yep, for sure.
4
Yep.
Cherish Ball.
For sure, 4 of those.
Not too sure on the Pokemon communication. We for sure know there's 3, but there could possibly be 4. Not sure on the B-String, once again, at least 3, maybe 4. For sure on the Poke Gear 3.0, just 2. For sure on the Switch, and for sure on the 1 reset stamp.
So, yeah, like the Dancing Bear said, we saw 1 prized, and then we saw 2 in the deck.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is they didn't show like the last 4 or 5 cards, so we had to kind of piece the puzzle together as is.
Yeah.
Is the problem. So we for sure saw 1 prized, and we for sure saw 2 in deck. B-String, we for sure saw 1 in hand, and we for sure saw 2 in deck.
Mm-hmm.
And then we definitely saw the 2 switches. We definitely saw the 2 Poke Gear. Definitely saw the 4 Cherish Ball. Definitely saw the custom catcher, and we for sure saw at least one reset stamp. So
Those are 2 out of the 3 that we weren't sure about. We're for sure about the lilies.
100% there was four lilies.
And then, not sure on Cynthia. There's either 2 or 3. We for sure saw 2. And we're for sure about the Hapus.
There were for sure 2 Hapus. There were for sure 4 lily. And we are, how much you think, 90% sure that there's 2 Cynthia?
Mm-hmm.
So about 90% sure that we're 2 Cynthias in the deck. So
High chance of just 2.
Yep. All right. I thought the Hapu's interesting because once again, you're only running a 2 Poiple, 2 Naganadals. But they were so he could dig deeper for B-String.
Yeah.
And I kind of wonder why we're not playing Bill's Analysis to look at 7 and grab 2.
That would fit more better to grab B-String. That's 1 extra card.
If that's really what he was going for with the Hapu, is to just use it to dig further for B-Strings, then I would think Bill's Analysis would net more value and you don't risk discarding stuff.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, I could see, you want energy in the discard to fuel Naganadal. Yeah. But I don't know. Just my thoughts.
Also not too sure if there was 2 or 1.
There was at least 1, possibly 2. But then everything else that we know for sure is in the deck doesn't match up, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but there was definitely 2 Ultra Space.
Yep. Then for energy, we saw 12.
For sure 12. I think I didn't touch on it, but I think another interesting part of the deck is no Mysterious Treasure.
I said that at the beginning.
Oh, okay. No Mysterious Treasure to search out your Naganadals and Poiples. Very interesting, right?
I think you can do that because he was only running a 2/2 line.
And he had the Ultra Space, and then if there's plenty of party balloons, he can take advantage of it, right?
True.
So, definitely interesting. I think I would have liked to seen a Mewtwo in there.
Yeah, because there's a lot of options. You got the Darkrai, the Hoopa, the Zork Greninja, and then the Mega T-Tar.
So a Mewtwo could be valuable, and then you're discarding a whole bunch of stuff with Hapu.
Mm-hmm.
So it just seems like a Mewtwo would make the deck more versatile,
Yeah, I see that.
But interesting stuff. It is not
on the radar.
Yeah, I mean, what's funny is looking back at other people trying to call the metagame or tier list for all these decks, and I want you to be honest. How many people said Dark Box was like at least tier 2, if not tier 1? And I don't think there's one in top 8. There's not one in top 8 for sure. But I think this was the only Dark Box that even
showed up.
That even did halfway decent.
Yeah.
So, but we figure we want to share it, get it out there so y'all can start testing it for yourself. And yeah, job well done by Zachary Krekeler.
Indeed.
You found a formula that works, so my hat's off to you. My poke hat's off to you. And got anything else to answer, Bear?
That's it.
All right. Well, till next time, be excellent to each other.
And party on, dudes.